Greetings. The 65-year plus beach bum finds himself this week in Kona, Hawaii, where I did some Kona Coffee Tasting, which is one of the most famous coffees in the world. Went to 4 places. There are many more places. I went to Greenwell Farms. I went to Mountain Thunder. I went to Hala Farms, and then I went to Kona Joe's. Anyway, I'll go through each one of them, just again examples of what you can see. Before I do that, I want to just talk a little bit about my channel, and then I'll go through each one of the farms.
Hi, this is Cliff, and I'm your timeshare traveler. The goal of my YouTube channel is improving your timeshare travels. I'll do this through timeshare video reviews, tips for using timeshares, and much, much more. I can be found on Facebook at Timeshare Trav, Twitter at Timeshare Trav, and on the web at www.timesharetraveler.com. And if you like my videos, don't forget to click subscribe below.
Well, my first stop was, welcome back, my first stop was at Greenwell Farms, and there I'd had a great tour of the facility, telling you all about how to make, how coffee is made, how it's grown, how the process that they go through to trim over time. So I'm not going to go into great detail, but I have a snippet here that was given by the person giving the tour. And I just want to give you that as a snippet so you can get a sense of what the tour is like. Very good coffee. I enjoyed it very much.
Okay. But during the season, we cannot afford to keep the coffee on this deck for 4, 5, 6 days because there's a lot of cherries coming in every day. So we also have dryers downstairs. But a lot of the times we like to lower the moisture as much as we can before we put it in the dryer, because then that's less propane that will go through running those dryers. Right. Yeah, all around the world, like I said, you'll see the same thing. Maybe not the structure like this, but the whole process. Getting the seeds out, drying it, washing it, drying it, and then once it's dried, it looks more like a peanut. And then it needs to go to the next process.
Well, my next stop was up in the mountains, about over 3,000 feet up. It's a totally different place. It's Mountain Thunder, and there they just do the roasting. So they buy the beans, and I have just sort of a bit of a view of that and a little look at the shop. Love their coffee as well. I mean, very interesting, slightly different, a little more tannic, but I really like the acidic and the strong flavors.
4 different tribe come up in the mountain and do the Mountain Thunder, which is, it shows 3,200 feet up above. Very good coffee. Mountain Thunder is primarily known for roasting. So they get their beans from all over island of Hawaii. They're high in the air, high up, 3,200 feet up. Wonderful lush gardens, and they have free coffee tasting. Really, really good. Enjoyed my time here.
Well, I also went to a place called the Hala Tree, and I wanted to go to because I wanted to see an organic coffee farm. And I've got a couple short videos of what they do, and I was able to actually taste. They had an ability for me to have a half a cup of the organic medium roast from Peabody, and it was really smooth, way different than some of the other coffees. Didn't have the acidic, and that's just really the process they went through. At first, I thought it was a little weak, but as I drank more of it, it really was a wonderful, a flavorful Peabody medium roast. Highly recommend that you go to that.
Stopped at the Hala Tree organic coffee and had some wonderful medium roast and dark roast. I'm having one of the things that's great here is you can actually get a half a cup of coffee that's coming to me right now, and you can taste one of the ones that you really think you're gonna like. So and again, they have a nice shop here. We have all the coffees, and they also have a little different is they actually have some teas here as well.
My last stop was at Kona Joe's, and this is a kind of a fascinating place because it's both a coffee plantation. They have the roasting capability, but they also have a bed and breakfast. So if you want to stay on the coffee plantation, the other thing is, as you'll see from the videos, is they have an amazing view looking down over the ocean. But I had a great conversation with them, tried several of their coffees, and boy, the Kona's coffees are all really good. I highly recommend that if you like coffee, you should do several of these tours.
I'm visiting Kona Joe Coffee, and this is their blend, their dark roast. I got some of that, but here's the bigger part. You can sit out on the deck. You can see a lot of chairs here, and this is the view. So I recommend coming to Kona Joe's just to get the view. And there's also a bed and breakfast here, so if you want to stay here, you can as well. But what a wonderful view, and you can see the coffee plants right below. We'll zoom in on those. Those are the coffee plants right there. And anyway, here's the view at Kona Joe's. Here's the tasting area of Kona Joe's. Just taking a picture of it. And they have a coffee bar at the end, so you can sit and enjoy everything you like. And again, I showed the view before, but just one more time. And then behind here is the coffee roasting parts of it in the other room. It's a good place to visit and sit and relax and enjoy the coffee.
Well, I hope you enjoyed the tours of the various coffee plantations. Again, this is just a sample of 4 that I found on the internet to go take a look at. But if you like coffee and you're in Kona, Hawaii, I highly recommend. I actually did this over 2 days. I wouldn't recommend going to 4 places in one day. That's way too much coffee. And they all had free samples. It was great to taste the various coffees. And again, if you like my reviews, don't forget to subscribe to my channel. It's down in the footings of this video.